Hello students, welcome to the course Heat Transfer. This is our first lecture. In this lecture, basically we are going to discuss what is heat transfer, what this subject is all about, and how it is different from the thermodynamics which we have studied earlier in our UG course, and what are the basic applications of this subject. What is the significance of heat transfer subject? Now starting with the definition of the heat transfer, it is thermal energy in transit due to a spatial temperature difference. What it means? It means whenever there is a temperature difference, heat transfer will take place, or the energy transfer process which takes place due to the temperature difference is known as heat transfer process. Now secondly, heat transfer process takes place from the higher temperature to the lower temperature, as we can see in our daily life. Whenever a hot tea at a certain temperature, say 70 degrees centigrade, is placed in cool environment, the cooling of the hot tea takes place. The heat transfer process always takes place from the higher temperature to the lower temperature. Now, what happens when heat is transferred to any substance? Its temperature increases. Now, what is temperature? Now, temperature is basically related to the average velocity and degrees of the activities of the molecules. Now, what is the basic concept behind the increment in the temperature? Temperature increment is basically related to the internal energy of the substance. Internal energy of the substance is basically sum of kinetic energy and potential energy of the molecules. Whenever sensible heat is supplied to any substance, then what happens? Kinetic energy of its molecules increases. Hence, the temperature of the substance increases. Similarly, when the latent heat is transferred to any substance, what happens? Potential energy of the molecules increases, and the phase change process at constant temperature takes place. Now, why we are going to study this subject? As we have already studied thermodynamics in our UG level. So, the reason behind this is that thermodynamics tells us about the amount of heat transfer a system will require to change its equilibrium state. But in our daily life, are we basically concerned about the amount of heat transfer? No. Take the example of the hot coffee. Suppose a hot coffee is put inside a thermo bottle. Now, what is more important for us? How the amount of heat transfer to required to cool this hot coffee to the surrounding air, or how long it will take to cool the hot coffee from a certain desired temperature to the surrounding air. So answer is the rate and the time required to cool any substance, because we apply insulation on the thermo bottle to decrease the heat transfer rate from coffee to the surrounding air. So here comes the role of the heat transfer subject. So heat transfer subject basically tells us about the rate at which heat should be supplied, and secondly, this subject deals with the temperature distribution inside the body, because the cause of heat transfer is temperature difference. Whenever there is a temperature difference, heat will be transferred. So these two are linked, and whenever heat is transferred, the change of temperature will take place. So in this subject, we will only discuss about the temperature gradient and the heat transfer rate. In whole subject, in complete 5 units, we will only discuss the temperature distribution in any substance and the rate of heat transfer. Now, what are the basic applications of heat transfer? Now, as we can observe that in our daily life, we are basically applying the concept of the heat transfer automatically. Suppose in summer, when the temperature of the surrounding is high, so we basically wear the lighter clothes so that the heat transfer rate from our body to the surrounding increases. But in the winter, we wear sweaters and cap and boots. Why? To decrease the heat transfer rate from our body to the surrounding. Take the example of the soup, tea, coffee, anything. If we want to cool it quickly, we blow air so that heat transfer rate is increased. So similarly, to reduce the heat transfer rate from our bread or any other food, we apply an aluminum foil on it. So what is the basic concept behind this? We are going to discuss this in this subject. Already we apply these concept of the heat transfer in our daily life, but now we are going to inquire what is the science behind this. Now other examples and applications of the heat transfer in our daily life are water heater, computer and laptop. You already know there is a problem of the heating of the laptop. So heat transfer rate should be maintained for the proper functioning of this computer and the laptop. Similarly, nowadays we all are having ACs and refrigerator in our home. So the design of these components are basically based on the science and the knowledge of the subject heat transfer. We are going to discuss the industrial applications of the subject, and first one example is thermal power plant. As we already know, there are basically 4 components in the thermal power plants, which are boiler, turbine, condenser and pump. In boiler, what happens? Basically, the heat of hot combustion gases is transferred to the working fluid, which is water. And what happens in the condenser? Heat is transferred from the hot steam to the cooling water. The design of these 2 components basically depends on the concept and the science of the heat transfer, because we need to attain a high rate of heat transfer in both these 2 components. Similarly, the cylinder or the cylinder engine of the IC engine is cooled with the help of radiator and cooling water. Again, the design of radiator includes the application and the knowledge of the subject heat transfer. The third one example is the air conditioner, in which basically the heat of the inside of the room is transferred to the working fluid, which is refrigerant, in this heat exchanger, which is known as evaporator, and again heat is transferred from this refrigerant to the outside of the room, outside air, with the help of this heat exchanger, which is again known as the condenser. So designing of all these components requires the knowledge of the concept of the heat transfer. The other applications of the subjects are basically heat treatment of the steels, component of the spacecraft. As we already know, at high speed of the vehicle of the spacecraft, due to the air velocity, high heat is generated, so this heat should be removed continuously. Again, cooling of the electric generators and transformer, as we already know. And if we observe that some of the components of our industrial application fails due to the false design of the cooling equipment. Now heat transfer problems are categorized in basically 2 groups. One is rating problems, in which we are given a certain temperature difference and a certain design system, and we need to calculate only the heat transfer rate from the system. Second type of problems are basically sizing problem, in which we need to design our system. We need to determine the size of the system to achieve a certain heat transfer rate for a given temperature difference. Now again, take the examples of the boiler. In the boiler, it is basically sizing problem. If it is sizing problem, we need to determine the length of the tubes, number of tubes required, the diameter of the tubes, and the material of the tubes. All these design parameters can only be decided with the help of knowledge of heat transfer. Similarly, in radiator, the design, the size, the length of the radiator, and again here evaporator and the condenser, all these components are basically comes under the category of the sizing problem, in which we determine the length, diameter or other dimensions of our system. Thank you. We will stop here and start the basic modes of heat transfer in next lecture. So basically there are three modes of the heat transfer, which are conduction, convection and radiation. In next lecture we will discuss what is conduction.